Johnson with you. That's Harrison Butker set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike, and he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
That's Goddard in motion. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down. Because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. Third down coming up.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down. Now that was a nice looking grab. Really nice footwork there on the sideline to stay in bounds, but after all that, it's still not going to result in very much.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll step up and run this. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up third down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And he'll get into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs, nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, KC.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
To the outside, catch made by Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game is started, he could be in for a big day.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Gray is the motion man here. He'll hit Kelsey quickly on the RPO. And will get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Firing right side. Brought in by Brown.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the goal line and in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Jaden Hicks on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And him up and down, just shy of the 40. First grab of the game for Brown. Good enough for a first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Man in motion is Smith. Play action. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack. Work to do now
as they come up on 2nd and long. So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
Back-to-back plays by this defense now, Mike, winning these early downs. They get the sack on 1st, the tackle for loss on 2nd, and now it brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and a long way to go. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Chiefs offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where there's...
And he is going to go down. They sack him to end the 1st quarter. So 1 quarter in the books in this rematch of Super Bowl 57. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. Back deep for Philly, it's Cooper DeJean. They take this in back at the 16. Oh, hello! He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete. Kylan Granson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. To throw is Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play for the Eagles. And even 30 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Hurts again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He's got his man right side. It's complete. 18 yards on the connection. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st down, Philadelphia.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
That'll be taken in by Barkley. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Here's Barkley. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Dillon. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
So on 2nd down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on 3rd and goal, I don't think you have any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
3rd and goal for Hurts. And he's got another one. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They put Kelsey in motion. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Jared Wiley, the tight end. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll get about 5.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5. Now Mahomes. Into the hands of Juju. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
13 yards.
A pickup there of 13. Good for a Chiefs first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 8. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco, and that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
Gain of 9 on the play. It's third and goal.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. This one caught at the floor, and he'll take it on in. Isaiah Pacheco, touchdown KC. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Now Butker to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To start the drive, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about
all the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That pass to the sideline, nice job to bring it in and stay in bounds, but still short of that 1st down. A gain there of 13 yards.
First down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Open man is Smith. He's got him. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second down and 4. Hurts now. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
It's third and 4. He'll get this one complete to ground. 11 yards for number 11. And a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And an Eagle first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On the ground, this is Barkley. Has some room inside the 30. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line.
31 yards.
It is a big play for the Eagles. 31 yards.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
The tackle by Leo Chanel. A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 7-yard line.
On second down, Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third and short, Hurts will throw. That one, taken in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Elliott now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And over the middle, it's Worthy. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. And the Chiefs have a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 5-yard
receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs will cut the lead down to 4. So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports halftime report. Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On play action, it's Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Catch made by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And that is going to be good enough. He's got that 1st down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Play action here. Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2nd time they've connected on this drive. 19 yards out of this one.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
13 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
And Butker on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chiefs extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Dotson, the man in motion. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. 1st down.
Eagles.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown. 37 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover. And plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Once again, it's Barkley. Oh, Barkley has fumbled. It looks like the Chiefs have it, and it is Kansas City ball.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is caught at the 3. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Barkley. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Now Hurts going to run this one himself. Let's give him a yard down to the 3-yard line.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and goal. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Good blocking, and he's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And make that 3 rushing touchdowns. You think the quarterback gets a 3-touchdown day, it's pretty good. 3 on the ground? That, Greg, is excellent.
It's just so hard, Mike, for a defense to account for a quarterback that can do this amount of damage with his legs. And there's a fine line, but I'll tell you what, when they unleash him as a runner, he's about as good as it gets.
Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage.
Chiefs 24.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now Mahomes. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Third and long. Throwing is Mahomes. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, KC.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Into the hands of Juju. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback, so the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Mahomes. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Brings up second down at the Eagles' 13-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Mahomes. This one caught at the 4. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Pacheco. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
This is a play, Mike, that makes me want to run down there, throw on a uniform, and try to help out. I mean, I think at this point, I could help clear enough room to get 1 yard. Heck, I might be able to get 1 yard myself. That's disappointing that they're unable to capitalize.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes back. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Butker now to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Chiefs go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll start out first down and 10. From the pistol with Barkley. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. The Aussie Super Bowl champ Jordan Mailata guilty there.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is 3rd down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and their running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down, or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
It's a gain of 2. And a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Rolling right, he'll run again.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Worthers. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9 yards.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Mahomes on first down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away. Snap it again.
2nd and 10. Mahomes. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mahomes now to throw again. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
He'll get this out wide. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Looking to get that wide receiver screen set up, but this one will not work. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. This one is caught by Dotson, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one caught by Smith. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Hurts going to fire this one out to Smith. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. To the air again, Hurts. That'll be taken in by Barker. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and a yard. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
An Eagle 1st down.
Now Hurts going to call his own number.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
At the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5. On the handoff, this is Dillon. Open space inside the 10. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he will score again. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. Whoa! He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. First down throw, Mahomes. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
On second down, Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, now this brings up third down, Mike, and a really tough call for this coach. Does he want to remain aggressive, put the ball in the air, and try to keep this offense on the field? Or can he be a little more conservative, not be afraid to punt the ball away, and hope his defense can finish this game out?
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I understand it's third down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on third down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that first down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now brings up fourth down.
So now it's Jalen Hurts and the Eagles down by a field goal. 2:24 to go. Plenty of time here. 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they begin first and 10. Here's first and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A short throw taken in by Goddard. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up third down.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Here's Hurts. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Looking right side, he's got a receiver. It's Smith. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game. On first down, they pick up 7 yards.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's second down. Hurts gonna keep it on the option. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
Open man left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Man in motion is Brown. On first and 10, it's Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's quickly out to Smith. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds. The crowd at Arrowhead roaring. Here's third down. Again, Hurts. That's taken in by Dotson.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Hurts again. Open receiver is Dotson. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They'll stop it. Just over 40 seconds to go in this one.
At the 7-yard line.
They come up for second and 2. Hurts will try it again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game. He draws ever near to the NFL record of 6. So that is going to set the new standard for quarterbacks, a record 5th rushing touchdown of this game. Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage.
Chiefs 38.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Remigio now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Taking off.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Now, Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play. Now, on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's now 3rd and 2.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will.